All right. Hi, everybody. It's me, Amy. We're going to start down here on the ground today. And there's no interval timer. I'm just going to kind of watch the timer on the video and go from there. So the first one we're going to do, we want you on your sides, belly nice and tight. Your weight is on this elbow, which is under the shoulder. Hand is here for support. And all you're doing is going out to the farthest square, back, and we're drawing a square. Okay? Slow and controlled movements, up and down, over every white divider. Yeah, just like that. Very nice. Okay, so I want you guys to know I'm doing much better than last time. Yeah, so much to fill you in on. Numero 1, I wrenched my back for the first time ever, and I have a whole new appreciation for that. Okay, rest for a minute, and then we're going to go in the other direction. Wow, I yelped like a dog when it happened, like that. Okay, opposite direction. What happened, guys, was there's this heater for the endless pool, and it's been in the garage. The electrician is ready to wire it up at the new building. I did not think that this thing weighed 120 pounds. It weighs 120 pounds. So Jared grabbed half, I grabbed half. And the weird thing is, guys, like, it's metal and there's no good place to grab it. But then anything that looks grabbable is made out of, like, PVC piping. So holy moly, if you grab onto that, you're going to rip it off. So I did okay getting it out to the back of his car. And then when it was time to, like, hoist it up into the back, that's when I yelped like a golden retriever, like that. Thankfully, I know a guy, Jared. I'm married to a chiropractor. So we went straight to his office. Okay, here we go. Other side. Ready and go. And I think that helped a lot. I think there's a couple things, because I'm feeling like, honestly, like 90% better, like 36 hours later. I think the fact that I have a relatively strong core helped, and that I got in to see him fast probably helped. And then I iced it. But you know, it's funny because I always hear him say to people, ice your back, don't heat it. And I believe him, so that's what I did, but all I wanted to do was sit on a heating pad. But I iced it, and I'm feeling much, much better today. We're not going to do any jumping during this workout. We're going to stay very low-key. Okay, take a little rest. But I'm happy to kind of be back in business. That would be a great name for like a cheesy chiropractic office. Back in business. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and this, guys, I think it was like just a combination of something being really heavy and then a weird grip and like teamwork, because you can't really position your body how you want it when someone else who's stronger than you is also working on the same task. So, wow, that was something fierce, but doing so much better. It seems to be, this morning it was kind of rugged again. It seems to be worse in the morning, then it kind of loosens up during the day. So there you go, my first back wrenching. Do a few more. I really feel those. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely really feel those. Okay, next we're gonna do just another gentle back exercise. So your feet are in the square closest to you and you're tapping forward and back like this. But the key is we're keeping our back super flat on the ground. We don't want this curve. We want to keep it flat. Very good. So other than that, guys, we made a lot of progress on the new building in the last couple of days, which is really exciting. The upstairs is looking really beautiful. We've gotten most of the ballet bars up because we're going to be doing a bar class, which I'm pretty excited about. I am not a ballerina or a dancer or anything of that nature. Okay, take a little rest. But a bar class is great. So it's where you stand at a ballet bar. Ready and go. And do lots of very tiny, precise motions, high reps, like little plies and little squats. You do like little kicks to the side and the back, and it's really, really good. Usually you do some work on the mat, little weighted ball. A lot of fun, and one of the coolest things about it is like everybody can do it, like no limit on shape, size, fitness level. So pretty excited. We have a teacher who's getting certified in that. I might get certified too. You know what? Why not, right? YOLO. You only live once. A few more. Okay, good. All right. Here's what we're doing next. Ooh, we're nice and flat, right? So we're flat. This leg's going to come up. You're going to hover it just a couple inches off the ground while you go back and forth with this one. We'll do 10 or 12 of those. They're quite hard. Get all the way into that other square. Woo! Let's do 3 more. Good. All right, take a little rest. We'll switch sides. So anyway, the area with the ballet bars looks it looks so pretty. So pretty. I never would have imagined that it could have looked like this. Okay, up. I'm going to get a little philosophical for a moment, thinking about this building and how it reminds me a lot of just KVC and all of us at KVC, how, you know, we looked at it from the outside and we're like, I don't know. Is it really nice enough to be a chiropractic office? Is it really nice enough to have people want to come here? And we went in, and parts of it were really, really, really nice, and parts of it were like a mess. There was no in between. It was either like Class A office space was about half the square footage, and I like to tell people the other part of the square footage, 2 more, was about as nice as the manger that Jesus was born in. No electricity. So it was dark. Everything was falling apart. There was sawdust everywhere. There was like a big mess of trash in there. Everything was creaky. It's still very crooked because it's like a 170-year-old building in Maine, but it kind of reminds me of KVC. All of us, like, we started all of a sudden just kind of saw it and thought there's potential here. Then we started just like pulling a ceiling down and pulling a wall down, and sometimes we pulled things down and threw it out. Sometimes we built new things and put them up, and all of a sudden it's really turning into something. That is my like cheesy, inspirational message for you today. Okay, so we're gonna do another side lying one. Belly tight, elbow under shoulder. We're going through the back and through the front. Through the back and through the front. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me of all of us. Like, you know, at a point you kind of start and you're like, oh, I'm a mess. Am I really doing the right thing? Can I really do this? This is ridiculous. And then just like little piece by little piece, things come together, and even some of the parts that you thought were the very best, you end up changing. And yeah, that's my cheesy message for you. I guess it's better than my like super frazzled message I had for you on the last video. Yeah, but it's November. For those of you who haven't heard me talk about it a lot, the lease is up on the current KVC on November 30th. So for better or worse, the doors close on the old KVC the end of this month, and we move over to the new joint. I'm actually quite, all right, take a little break. I'm a super sentimental person, so I am feeling like, I don't know if sad is the right word about leaving the current KVC behind, like almost in denial. Okay, put your foot here, and we're like rainbowing. going to be hard. Don't be surprised if we do not do a lot of workouts that go down onto Front Street. Like, I have a hard time acknowledging things from the past. Like, my parents sold my childhood home 10 years ago and I've never driven past it. Weird, right? Guess I got issues. But yeah, so I'm trying to be really grown up and mature and about this whatever happens next. Okay, a couple more. But I feel a great deal of ownership over that old cruddy building. We have been through a lot there. All right, here we go. Forward and back. I don't know how many of you guys were here when we moved there, but I'll tell you the story real quick because I'm all sentimental. We started at 320 Water Street, which I take that back, kind of. Let me start over. We started at 320 Water Street in Jared's office. That was the very first KVC class, and some people, that was before it was KVC. It was just Kennebec Valley Chiropractic. And we did Coach to 5K out of Jared's office. And we did the next class, which was Train for the Trot, out of Jared's office too. And then I did like a trade, like a work trade with the landlord to rent the space next to Jared. So the first real KVC home was 320 Water Street in the space that's next to Jared. We were there for about a year and we outgrew it pretty quickly. And that's when I found the spot we're in now. I'd actually seen it like years before in some sort of Water Street event. Ooh, hard for me on this side. And something kind of in my gut was like, I'm going to do something here someday. And it, KVC didn't even exist at that point, but somehow I knew something was going to happen there. So anyway, we rented it, and the landlady gave us like a crazy good deal. And technically we were only renting half. We weren't renting the half with the bar. Okay, good job. All right, next we're gonna put a foot, one in the far square and one in the close square, and we're gonna switch them like this. Technically we were only renting half, so we used to only turn the lights on in half of KVC, and like the bar side would be dark. You could only cut through to use the bathroom. But you know, we got big and fancy and eventually rented both sides. And that's where we've been. It's been a good experience. Things have changed a lot down on Front Street since we've been there. It was good when the gazebo left. There used to be a lot of, I would say, shenanigans, but it's much more serious than that in the gazebo. So, okay, this time we're gonna freeze here and lift this one up and down. So, been a long road and I love where we are now, but I just know that it's time to go. And it's funny because the new place, I'm like, there will be certain things at the new KVC that we didn't have at the, there were certain things at the old KVC that we will not have at the new KVC. For example, no painted 2x4s on the inside. Everything that should be sheetrocked will be sheetrocked. Everything that should be trimmed will be trimmed. All right, good. And I don't know if it's going to be perfect the day we move in, but it's going to be darn close. So exciting. It's got a good energy to it. Like when you walk in, it feels energizing and vibrant and very like alive in a really nice way. So I can't wait to show you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm also so covered in sheetrock dust. See that? I am like the worst, probably the number one most awful, okay, let's go back to these, sheetrocker that's ever existed. So bad. But I try hard. Today I put hours into mudding and taping, And then the contractor came for a little bit and he was like, oh, and I was like, I know. I was like, I don't deserve a spot on this earth. He's like, no, it's okay. You just do your job and I'll do mine. And I was like, okay, like that. So it's been a productive weekend. My back feels great. It hasn't hurt at all this whole time. Okay, and we're gonna end grand finale for this workout with a plank. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 1 foot in the front, or that's not a foot, that's a hand. 1 hand in the front, 1 hand in the back. We're gonna hold that for 20 seconds and then we're gonna switch, all right? Here we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed my rambling. Little bit of KVC history and future for you there. It's exciting. Can't wait to show it to you guys. Can't wait for this plank to be over. Switch. Oh boy. Oh, and a shout out. I need to thank Catherine, our challenger Catherine. 3, 2, 1. Catherine, thank you. Catherine subbed Club 50 today. It was great. Originally, she was going to sub so I could go run Moose Pond with Danica. Remember that drama? But the weather gods were on my side. No one even needed to develop food poisoning because it poured rain. And I was like, Danica, can we not go? And she was like, okay. So we didn't go. And I had arranged Catherine to sub anyway, and then she subbed anyway. So I went and got a full day in at the new building, which Jared and I affectionately call the yellow box because it's yellow and box shaped. So thank you, Catherine. You are like the KVC challenger of the day. Hope you guys have fun with this workout. I actually really enjoyed it. And if you've wrenched your back in the last little bit, ice it. All right. Have a great night, everybody.